Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Everyday English Podcast, where learning English is easy and fun. I'm Anna.
And I'm Mark. We're so happy you're here with us today. This is the place where we practice simple, useful English for your daily life.
Yes, we know that learning English is not just about grammar and vocabulary. It's also about connecting with people. And to connect with people, sometimes we need to talk about how we feel.
That's right. So our topic for today is a very important one, talking about our feelings and our mental health.
Now, we know the words mental health might sound a little big or serious, but don't worry, we will explain everything step by step.
Exactly. In simple words, mental health is all about our feelings and our thoughts on the inside. Just like we take care of our body when we are sick, we need to take care of our mind and our feelings.
Today, we will learn simple phrases to say how we feel, how to ask a friend if they are okay, and how to talk about feeling a little sad or stressed.
It's a very useful and kind topic. So, let's get started.
Mark, before we start, how are you feeling today?
Today I am feeling pretty good, thanks. The sun is shining and I had a good cup of coffee. But last week I was feeling a little stressed.
Oh, really? Why were you stressed?
Well, I had a lot of work to do and I felt a little tired. My mind was very, very busy. So I decided to go for a walk in the park. It helped me a lot.
That's a great idea. Going for a walk is a wonderful way to help your mental health. So, for our listeners, let's start with the basics. How can we say how we feel in English?
The most common and simple way is to say, I feel, and then you add the feeling. For example, I feel happy. I feel tired. I feel nervous.
Okay, let's practice some of these feeling words. Repeat after us, listeners. Happy. When something is good, I feel happy. Sad. When something is not good and you feel low, I feel sad. Tired. You need to sleep or rest. I feel tired. Stressed. When you have too many things to do or think about. Your mind is too busy. I feel stressed. Nervous, when you are worried about something that will happen, like a test or a meeting. I feel nervous. Okay, this is a very useful word. It means you are not great, but you are not bad. You are in the middle. I feel okay.
Great list, Anna. And okay is a very safe word to use. You can always say, I'm okay. But what if a friend looks sad? How can we ask them?
That's a very kind question, Mark. The simplest way is to ask, are you okay? You can say it to a friend, a family member, or a coworker.
Okay. Let's imagine a small situation, a mini conversation. Anna, you are my friend, and you look a little quiet today.
Okay.
Hey, Anna. Are you okay?
Oh, thanks for asking, Mark. I'm just a little tired today.
I understand. Maybe you can rest a little later.
Yes, that's a good idea. Thank you.
See? It's very simple, but it shows you care. You can also say, how are you feeling? This is a more direct question about feelings.
Yes. Now, what if you are not feeling okay? How can you answer honestly? You don't need to say a lot. You can say, to be honest, I'm feeling a bit sad. Actually, I'm a little stressed these days. I'm not great, but it's okay.
And it's perfectly okay to say that. You don't always have to say, I'm fine. Now, let's talk about two very useful phrases. The first one is, I need to talk.
This is a strong phrase. It means you have something important in your feelings and you want to share it with someone. For example, you can call a friend and say, Hello? Can we talk? I need to talk.
The second phrase is, I'm here for you. This is a beautiful and supportive thing to say. It means, I am your friend, I will listen to you, I will support you.
Let's have another mini conversation. Mark, you are my brother.
Anna, you seem worried. Is everything all right?
To be honest, no. I feel very nervous about my new job. I need to talk.
Of course. I'm here for you. You can tell me everything.
Thank you. That means a lot to me.
Beautiful. Saying, I'm here for you is one of the kindest things you can say in any language.
Now, we want to talk about some things we can do when we feel sad, stressed, or nervous. We call these coping strategies, or, in simple English, things that can help you feel better.
Yes, it's not enough to just talk about feelings. We need to know what to do with them. Anna, what is one thing that helps you?
For me, it's going for a walk. Just moving my body and looking at trees and the sky helps my mind feel quieter. I can say, I feel stressed. I think I will go for a walk.
That's a great one. For me, I like to talk to a friend. Calling a friend and saying, hey, I'm having a hard day, can make me feel much better. It's like sharing the problem.
Yes, sharing a problem can make it feel smaller. Another thing is to do something you enjoy. Maybe you like listening to music, reading a book, or drawing a picture. You can say, I need to do something I enjoy. I will listen to my favorite songs.
Another very important thing is to take a break. If you're working or studying for a long time, your brain gets tired. You can say, I need a short break. Then you can stand up, drink a glass of water, or look out the window.
And one of the most important things? Asking for help. This is a sign of strength, not weakness. You can say to a friend, can you help me? I'm not feeling well. Or you can talk to a doctor or a professional, someone who is trained to help with feelings.
That is so important, Anna. Asking for help is a brave and good thing to do. Now, let's talk about some common mistakes English learners make when talking about feelings. Don't worry, it's normal to make mistakes. We are here to help. The first common mistake is with the verb feel. Many learners say, I am feel happy, but that's not correct.
Right. Remember, you can say, I feel happy or I am happy, but you cannot say I am feel. It's one or the other. Correct. I feel tired. Incorrect. I am feel tired.
Another common point of confusion is the difference between lonely and alone.
Good one. Alone means you are by yourself, with no other people. It is a fact. Lonely is a feeling. It means you feel sad because you are alone, or because you feel that no one understands you.
So you can be alone and feel happy. For example, when you're reading a book alone and you love it. Or you can be with many people and still feel lonely. It's a feeling inside.
Exactly. So you would say, I am alone in my apartment, but I feel lonely today.
One more tip. In English, we often use the word a little or a bit to make a feeling sound softer, less strong. It's very polite and natural.
Yes. Instead of I am stressed, you can say I'm a little stressed or I feel a bit sad. It sounds less dramatic and very conversational.
Great advice. Now, let's put all of this together and imagine a longer conversation between two friends, Maria and Ben.
Okay. Listeners, listen to how they use the phrases we learned.
Hi, Maria. How are you?
Oh, hi, Ben. I'm okay, I guess.
You don't sound okay. Are you sure you're all right? You look a little tired.
To be honest, I'm not great. I feel a bit stressed and a little lonely.
I'm sorry to hear that. Do you want to talk about it? I'm here for you.
Thank you, Ben. I just have a lot of work and I miss my family back home. Sometimes it's hard.
That sounds really difficult. Maybe you need a break. Would you like to go for a walk with me? We can talk, or we can just walk quietly.
Actually, that sounds really nice. Yes, I would like that. Thank you for asking.
See? It's a simple conversation, but it's so kind and helpful.
And Maria felt better because she talked about her feelings and Ben offered support.
Okay, let's do a quick recap of all the important phrases we learned today. We'll say them slowly. Please repeat after us. To say how you feel.
I feel happy.
I feel sad.
I feel stressed.
I feel nervous.
I feel tired.
I'm okay.
To ask someone, "Are you okay?"
How are you feeling? Supportive phrases.
I need to talk.
I'm here for you.
Can I help you?
Things that can help.
I will go for a walk.
I will talk to a friend.
I need to take a break.
I need to ask for help.
Wonderful! You learned so many useful things today.
We know that talking about feelings can be difficult, even in your first language.
So be kind to yourself when you try to do it in English.
Yes, remember the goal is communication, not perfection.
Just trying to say, "Are you okay?" is a beautiful thing to do.
That's all for today's episode of the Everyday English Podcast. Thank you so much for listening and for caring about this important topic.
If you enjoyed this episode, please tell a friend. You can also follow us on social media and leave a comment on our channel. We love to hear from you. What makes you feel happy? Or what do you do when you feel stressed? Tell us in the comments. We read every single one.
Don't forget to subscribe to Everyday English Podcast so you never miss an episode.
Keep practicing your English every day, even for 5 minutes. You can do it.
We believe in you. Take care of yourself, and we will see you next time.